Good evening, my funky brothers and sisters, my mofos and mofettes of the Fox's Lair. I'm feeling good, and you feeling good? Let's spread some love in this mofo. You are now tuned in to the Jest Joust Comedy Calamity, the sacred circus of chuckles, where the jokes are dangerous, the laughter is contagious, and the vibe is outrageous. But before we unleash this calamity of comedy, let's show some love and respect to the craft. Please do your boy a favor. Keep those conversations low and your phones on silent. Ain't nothing worse than a punchline interrupted by a ringtone like,
"What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me. No.
We all in agreement on that. Thank you very much. Excellent, excellent. These comedians came here to bare their souls and tickle yours. So let's give them real Fox's Lair energy, focused, funky, and full of loving vibrations. Tonight we got dreamers, schemers, screamers, and believers all stepping into this tiny brick temple to turn their pain into laughter and their nerves into gold. So breathe it in, ladies and gentlemen. That old school soul in the walls, that gust of magic in the air, and let's raise the vibration of this room all the way to the comedy heavens. Get ready for your host, the bone-shaking, soul-awakening, laughter-liberating Happy Bones Jones, a.k.a. Woody Wood, if you asked him real nice, a.k.a. the judge, a.k.a. they call him the most chill like honey on toast. He stay high from coast to coast. We are about to make this basement bounce with brilliance. And let's get this calamity started. Please be sure and follow us on all social media at Happy Bones Jones and at the Jest Joust Comedy Calamity. Shows are available on our YouTube channel at the Jest Joust Comedy Calamity. You can listen to the show on Spotify also at the Jest Joust Comedy Calamity. So without further ado, here is your host, Happy Bones Jones.
Yeah! Oh shit, that's loud. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That was the wrong way. I didn't mean to do that. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? Hell yeah, it's a nice crowd in here. Holy moly, y'all. And one night I didn't wear my glasses to hide from y'all. You know what I'm saying? I can't find my sunglasses.
One night of snow. Everybody been pent up. They got that cabin fever. Get me out of here!
So this is how the show works. Everybody gets 7 minutes. I put up a premise every week at the happybonesjones.com, and I was informed tonight. I always put it up and then forget what the hell I put up, and so I was informed tonight that it is the English words getting twisted because the Illuminati are trying to confuse us with time zones and shit. I don't know if that's exactly.
Hold up, are you fucking what?
Who could understand?
Hang on, I'm gonna look that shit up. Hold on.
Yeah, look it up.
English words getting twisted because the Illuminati's trying to confuse us and shit with time zones.
Keep us in a perpetual state
I'm
of
looking
confusion.
it up. I'm looking it up.
Yes. It's a conspiracy.
Damn, dude. Okay, the premise is how the meaning of words have shifted. So what kind of bullshit were you...
so basically it's like this. I don't understand why they say food, but food is spelled the same way as good. So why don't we say food? Or why don't we say good? You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like they're just trying to fuck with me, man. They're fucking with me. Y'all ever heard of the Mandela effect? Anybody in here know about the Mandela effect?
When you remember shit and it wasn't the way that you remembered it.
Well, yeah, that's what they say. You know what I'm saying? I know the truth, though. What happened was, is the first time when CERN really shot up their Hadron Collider, they had had collapsed some timelines into each other.
Y2K.
So we're in a different timeline.
Y2K.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, Febreze is really toxic. La 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 la.
I believe it.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay, stop.
What's crazy is though, is I had I was thinking about this the other day. I have done some stupid shit in my day.
I can attest to
I've
this.
been to every state in the lower 48, and I've been high in all of them. You understand what I'm saying? And so some of those states, you get caught with weed, they're going to take you to the border and tell you can't never come back. Now, that's happened a few times. It's also happened that I was in Tellico Plains, Tennessee, and I ran into some people that was like thinking I was white like them. Started telling me about burying people up in the mountains that wasn't supposed to be down there. And I was like, my heart is beating so hard. Oh, my God. Let me get out of here. And the funny thing was, I was down there on a motorcycle, and my buddy's motorcycle had broke down. So we were stuck down there. We were stuck for all day. And the damn records wouldn't even come down in that valley because they know who lives down in the valley. I was like, Riley, where the fuck have you rode me into? You know, this is bullshit. The other dude was named Riley. Funny thing was, too, is he was like, we were going across country, and that's where we started kind of. And he was like, if your bike breaks down, I'm not stopping for you. I'm going to leave you. And his broke down the first week, and I didn't say a word. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you got to be nice about these things. Tonight we got Douglas, no sound check needed Jones down there. And he found his pen. He kept screaming he needed his pen. He found it. And whenever we get to the 1 minute mark and you have 1 minute left, Doug likes to ring his bell, and he calls it a bell. Then tonight our closer is, I think this is your third time down?
Third time.
Mr. Ty McLaurin, one of our favorites. He is hilarious, always funny. I was like, he's always never not funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a phrase that you should be using. But so, anyway, one time I decided I was going to fall asleep in the desert in a sleeping bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no tent. I'm just going to sleep in the desert. So I found a little side road, and I found a little fence so that I could get on the other side of the fence so I'd be a little bit safer. And it was, and then I woke up, something was slobbering on me, and it was a buffalo. A buffalo was slobbering on me. And I was like, Utah's fucked up. My brother called me hey, how about this? My sister is right here, Jessica, and it's her. Yeah.
Hello, Jessica. I had no clue you were having a sister.
It's her first time here, and so this is.
I love your Alma Brother song.
Yeah. We were just talking about how he never takes his hat off, and I was like, I don't know what's under there anymore. I haven't seen him with his hat off in years and years. But so my brother invited me to Chuck E. Cheese. He's like, yo, he's always, you know, he's trying to get me with free food and stuff. He's like, let's go to our niece's birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, and I was like, I don't even know her name, right? And then he was like, it doesn't matter. They got free wings and pizza, and I was like, word on God, okay, let's go. And then we went, and then I don't know if y'all been there lately. You know, back in the day, it was Showbiz Pizza at first, and then it turned into Chuck E. Cheese, and then they made the gorilla, instead of being black, like a normal gorilla. Oh hell, New England in the house.
Hell no, I am not here.
They were sitting over there, and I overheard them say, they said it was going to start at 7. There's no way. I was like, oops.
At 7 Central.
Yeah, 7 Central time. So, so we went in there, and it was like turnstiles, and there was security, and there was like robots looking at us and shit, and I was like, damn. And for some reason, the lady, she was putting her armbands on us, right? And she was like, will y'all be leaving with any kids today? And without missing a beat, my brother was like, I don't know, we're going to look around and see if there's anything we like. And I was like, why are you saying that? Why are you rubbing your titty like that? I don't know why you doing that. And then, of course, the girl made a face to the security guard, and he walks over there, and he's like, is there going to be a problem here? I was like, no, he's just messing around. He's a joker. And he's like, I'll trip a little kid up. I don't give a fuck. Shit. I was like, we were about to get kicked out. And about that time, 2 families that were not related to our family got in a brawl in the damn Chuck E. Cheese. It was like 30 people fighting in the Chuck E. Cheese, taking their wigs off and everything, throwing shoes. And so that was my cue to leave. So I was halfway out to the car, and all of a sudden I heard the door bust open behind me. It was my brother. He was running out the door with our niece under his arm and pizza in his hand, talking about, but pizza dough. And I was like, what the hell? And I went to go get my car, And then the police surrounded my car. It was like 6 police cars parked surround my car. And then they jump out with their guns and they point them at Joe. And they're like, put the girl down, put the girl down. He's like, but it's my niece though. And they're like, put the girl down. And he put her down. And then they were like, stop resisting, sir. And he wasn't doing anything. And then he sneezed and they tackled him. He got bad road rash. I don't go to the Chuck E. Cheese no more. I'll avoid even riding by the Chuck E. Cheese. No. And since I've seen so many new faces out, I'm going to let y'all in on something that's personal, okay? I have a little baby, and he's got 4 legs, okay? Now, his legs are short. Now, he's got a full-size dog body, right? He's an American pocket bully, right? And in order to be a pocket bully, you have to be less than 15 inches from the bottom of your pad to the top of your front shoulder, and he's like 13 and a half inches. So he's got a full-size American bully body, but he's got these little short legs. So whenever I have to take him out at 3 o'clock in the morning, sometimes it takes a little while. You know what I'm saying? And so in the snow, it was really taking a while. I was like, he's like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I was like, lift your feet, boy, lift your feet. He's just dragging him around. And so I'm standing out there, I'm cold, and I don't like our cul-de-sac because the street lights, there's only one, and it does this creepy thing where it'll build up to full light, and then it'll go off. And I'll be like, God damn, that's creepy, right? And I don't like the dark no way. And so I'm standing there, I'm like, hurry up, do your shit, come on, it's cold and all that. I look, I see something, a shadow out my peripheral, and I was like, what the fuck? I turn and look, it was the biggest owl I've ever seen, y'all. It was coming right for me. It looked like it was gonna fucking take land on my head or something. I was like, what did I do? Why is this happening? And then right as it got over me, it dropped an acceptance letter to Hogwarts in my hand. So, I'm going to be a wizard soon. That's cool. But see, I thought it was like in the movie, with the Harry Potter movie, you own the owl, right? Well, I ain't seen that owl since, and I don't know where to report to for orientation. So I've just been randomly running into brick walls, hoping that I'll pop out on the other side. It would be my luck, though, if I did find the brick wall and popped out on the other side. I'd be like, I'm here to do wizardry and shit and magic and shit. And they'd be like, actually, that was an ad for a new janitor. And I'm like, fuck! I was excited. Yeah. But, so, other stupid shit that I've done is one time, see, I drank a lot in my day. I drank a fucking ton of Jameson. I drank as much Jameson as I possibly could for as long as I could, knowing in the back of my mind that I was killing myself, and then I almost did. Like literally, I was in September 4, 2024. I ended up having a near-death experience. I was in the hospital for first 3 days. I didn't think I was making it out, that motherfucker. I was seeing angels. They was putting hands on me and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm coming home. You know. And then on the 3rd day, still ain't had no food. Still ain't had no water. Dying, tubes and shit, right? And I talked one of the nurses in to finally give me some little chips, some ice chips, right? And she gave me a spoon. And I'm sitting there, and like I'm thinking I'm dead, right? I'm thinking I'm dead. And I know it's over. And I'm scooping the ice, and it's the best thing I've ever put in my mouth, ever. I'm like, how can this be so good? Well, before I put it in my mouth, I make sure that that's not too much on the spoon so I don't get, brain freeze or whatever. Well, I'm looking down. I see 3 pellets in a line and then 2 on either side look like a little penis, a little ice penis. And I giggled to myself. And I was like, I'm going to be okay. All right. And then I put that penis in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. We got some motherfucking comedians in the house tonight, some funny people in the house tonight. I'm excited to dish them out for you guys. I was thinking maybe we'd start with Josh if he's still in the building. Is Josh here?
Let's do it.
Oh, is he? Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing for a comedian to do right before he goes up. I know I do it every time.
But not without the host.
What about
deducting points? I'm just telling you. You just
Say what?
You get a penalty for smoking outside without the host, right?
Oh, well, no, not if it's during the show, because I can't just be like, hold up, y'all, I'm going to be right back, okay? I'm going to go and smoke this weed with this homeboy upstairs.
Rules are rules.
I did see the guy in the red shirt wanted to come up. Would you want to start us off tonight? Hell yeah,
Awesome.
come on
Yeah,
up.
let's do it, man.
The guy in the red shirt. That is exactly what it
Well,
was.
I mean, I don't know
Cassius
the
Clay.
motherfucker's name. Shit. What's your name, sir? Homar? Omar. All right. Everybody, this is his first time to the show. Everybody put your hands together for Mr. Omar.
How's it going? How's it going there? How's everyone tonight? All right, well, a little thing about me is that I'm from Chicago. Before anyone gets too judgy, I am a traditional Chicagoan, not these woke Chicagoans. Call me old school, but I like my chicks without dicks. Right? Thing about being Chicagoan is that you're naturally competitive, right? We had Jordan in the 90s. We whooped everyone's ass. Anyone that's actually from Chicago just does not give a shit about anything. We have the Chicago Bulls. Finally a winning season, right? We'll still talk shit like we've been the best in the whole 2000s. That's the one thing about Chicagoans, right? My competitiveness, I blame on my parents. They were successful cross-country stars. Both of them. I don't have the body that you can tell that, but they both crossed the border on the first try. No competition. That's it. Right? So I thought, I got successful parents, talk a lot of shit, go to school, get my ass whooped. Soccer practice, I get my ass whooped. Baseball practice, I get my ass whooped. Go to church, I still get my ass whooped. I go home and I get my ass whooped. Right? The shitty part about going home and getting your ass whooped is that both my parents were actually amateur boxers. Right? So imagine that. Right? My dad was actually a 6-0 boxer. Unfortunately, my mom had to be the 0-6 boxer, right? They were the only two fighters in the kitchen league. And let me tell you, my dad held the make me a sandwich belt for years. Years. That boy did not let go of it. Unfortunately, or eventually, my dad went to jail, right? Got out after his little stint, and then as his apology gift, he bought us our first game console, the Nintendo 64. Lord behold, everyone forgets he went to jail. It's like the Nintendo had amnesia powers. All right, so I was grateful for that. My mom took a whooping. I would have even bet that she would have gone 0-7 for that Nintendo. I didn't give a shit, right? Another thing about me also growing up in Chicago is that I had a little unusual habit of falling for any white chick that crossed my path. I wasn't sure if I liked white chicks with fat asses or racist dads more, right? Because nothing turns me on more than a racist dad that hates both his daughter for being a wetback after I'm done with her, or me, right? Now, let me clear one thing up about Mexicans and white people. There's one thing that really separates us, and it's not what you think it is. It's not ICE, it's not deportations, because I don't give a shit about any of that. It's what is Jesus? I know I'm in the South, so I'm going to tread lightly here, right? Jesus was not white. For anyone who thinks that Jesus was white. Anybody in this room can tell me that they've met one white Jesus. I'd give you $1,000 right now. One white Jesus. None. I got 8 cousins named Jesus. 4 of them. 4 of them are carpenters. All of them wear sandals. And I'll tell you, after every family party, they all go missing for at least 3 days. Either in jail, deported, or hungover. Who knows? Right. But I also don't think he's Mexican, right? Jesus didn't have any kids. And we fuck like rabbits. He would have had kids. Right? So let's think about it. What was Jesus? If he's not white, he's not Jewish because he didn't own shit. He's not Mexican. Now, I've seen this miracle happen live. I was at a cookout. My boy Terrell hosted a cookout. And I see him put down a pitcher of water. 1 Kool-Aid packet. Boom. Communion. Pretty sure Jesus was black. Not only did our Heavenly Father leave us, like my father did, but never came back with those cigarettes or milk, did he? We've still been waiting since God knows who when. Excuse me. So I think we can all conclude that Jesus is hung. It's about this hung, and he was probably black. So I'll conclude at that. Thank y'all.
All right, hold on to the mic. We're gonna go talk back and forth with you. All right, Chicago. All right. So I had my first experience in Chicago was in 1995, and I was at the bus station, and I had put my guitar down right beside me, and I thought it was touching my leg, and there was like hundreds of people in that bit, and then I was looking where I was supposed to go, and somebody had picked up my guitar and took off with it. I couldn't find them. I was like, how did that happen? Houdini ass motherfuckers!
Did you learn your lesson?
Yeah, I never went back to Chicago. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I've been back since then, had a good time there, and they have some really good weed up there. I really dig that. Omar, you was funny, man. How long you been doing comedy?
On and off, a year and a half.
Oh, right on. How old are you?
32.
What do you do for work?
I'm in the Army.
Oh, good. I was about to say, man, you give the man the fucking finger, and then you're like, I work for the man.
Hey, you gotta know how to get your money back, right?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? All right, yep, return on investment. So, you got a lot of trauma, huh? You know what I'm saying? Growing up with boxers and shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How about getting your ass whooped up
Yeah.
down right? In Espanol.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you're old enough, son. You got to go out here and we're going to have some fisticuffs. But instead, it would sound like this. Vatos locos forever! That's how I do that. Boxers, yeah, I grew up fighting, man. I had a lot of trauma as a kid, too, because my parents were fucking bikers, dude. Fucking crazy bikers. Had titties out all the time. So you got a racist dad fetish, I see.
Absolutely. I love that
Okay,
shit.
so that's dangerous, correct?
For who?
For you, they might try to kill to you or something.
I mean, I like the Second Amendment just like anybody else.
I was like, hey man, I'm dating your daughter. Do you like play it up too? Like the stereotype, be like, I'm lazy, I don't do shit.
Go in there with my Crocs on.
yeah.
Sport mode just in case.
Hurry up and cook something for me. Yeah, Jesus was Middle Eastern. I never understood why people would think that he would be white. You know what I'm saying? He's Middle Eastern.
I wrote on my paper during his bit and showed it to Doug.
He's like, look,
Eastern, like
look.
Jesus, like his
Middle Eastern.
ethnicity is not a fucking mystery. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's-
with matted hair. You know.
Pretty sure he had both his hoodies too.
Yeah, I've been missing for 3 days after a few Mexican parties that I've been to.
Yeah.
These dudes had this fucking tequila that you could only get in Mexico, right? And it tastes like fucking water. And I only had 3 shots, and I thought I could handle my shit. You know what I'm saying? I was holding onto my chain link fence trying to find my way to my house. It was ridiculous. I was like, "What the fuck? That was crazy." And now I know why it's not illegal in the States. You know.
Sounds like a typical Baptist.
Do you have any family back in Mexico?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they weren't all cross country stars.
You know Tejas? Did you know Tejas means friend?
Tejas?
Lessons to y'all motherfuckers. Ty, what you got to say to our boy Omar?
Omar, ¿cómo has estado?
Bien, you say?
Sí, bien, trabajando. Bromas, tengo bromas. Yo trabajé como un intérprete en el hospital con los pacientes hace 5 años.
This is how they get you, I swear to God.
Yeah,
As soon as he's
it
done,
is.
This would be an ice truck.
So I told him, no, there's not. I told him,
Hold up, this is
This is
no bueno. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
te gusta
No bueno for us English.
That's really funny. I do not work for
Gringos.
ICE. I actually did work as a medical interpreter, English and
You're like
Spanish
the
for a
most
while.
undercover cop I've ever seen.
I've heard that before.
You got Robert De Niro from Timor right here. You ain't gonna trick me.
I actually, dude, I think you've got a great act. I think that your jokes, especially about your family, are timeless bits. They're not current events that are going to expire. So I really like your cross-country joke, your amateur boxer joke, the whole theme. The joke about making the girl a wetback, I saw Andrew Schultz doing his crowd work special like 3 years ago. So you might drop that one. The Jesus being hung is also kind of a street joke, so not a great closer to choose. But I thought your set was great overall, and I think you've got a theme. You've got things that are true and near and dear to you. And comedy is telling your truth, how you grew up, how you see the world. So, man, I commend you. I hope you stick with it. I really do. Definitely.
Yeah, how do you plan to keep pursuing this?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
And where are
halfway
you
through my
from?
career, so getting into it as I ease out of the army.
Great,
You based here
great.
in Fort Gordon?
Oh yeah, I'm only here for a couple months.
Okay, we'll come back to the show. Doug, what did you got to say to Omar?
Omar, funny as fuck, dude. Thank you. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Hell yeah, great. Some great lines, man. Getting your ass whipped by boxers all day. Fuck all that, man. I mean, just and you made Ty bust out laughing.
Yeah.
I mean,
great set, man. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved
beautiful,
it.
man. Great
Yeah.
job. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, y'all give it up for Omar. Hell yeah.
Good job, Omar.
Yeah, man. I used to say thank you for your service to our servicemen and women, but I don't anymore because I had this experience where I was like, thank you for your service. And dude was like, I just wanted to kill people and thank you for your taxes. And I was like, whoa. I'm not saying that shit no more. Yeah, Cedric's like, yeah, your taxes, that part, yeah.
Okay, fair. You know.
But yeah, he was like, and then later on we got drunk together, and I don't know why I didn't flee him the first time I heard him talk like this. But he was like, later on he started getting loose-lipped, and he was like, yeah, I remember the first time. And I was like, I do not want to hear this story, sir. I would like to leave now. And so we're not friends anymore.
I'm kind of mad you just used the word flee. I did not flee him. Like,
Yes,
I did. Like that.
I intended to flee you, sir. I'm out.
Flee from me.
Yeah. But this next, is Josh back in here?
Ain't no time.
Josh. Joshua! Yeah. So Josh is a hilarious motherfucker from the North Kakalaki area, Charlotte area. He's been to the show
He's
quite a
from
few
Rock
times.
Hill, South Carolina.
Rock Hill, South Carolina. I always just put everybody up in that direction to Charlotte, to the Queen City. A lot, you know what I'm saying? Everybody from North Carolina. Everybody put your hands together for my man Josh Caskey.
Type shit. Someone told me recently I look like Buzz Lightyear, but with leukemia. Looked at him and said, "To infinity and 6 months from now." That's wonderful. Yes. Yeah, fuck you, Ty. It's fucked up. From a fellow bald man. It's fucked up. I think everyone knows the grocery store Aldi's where you have to like put a quarter in the buggy to get the buggy, and then you have to put the buggy back to get your quarter back. If I was ever homeless, I would just stand outside Aldi's and beg for change. What are you gonna tell me? You don't have it? Give me the quarter. Give me the quarter. It works. I didn't know they put Harriet Tubman on a quarter. Type shit. It was a white woman on the quarter. I was lying.
I thought it was Harriet at first too.
Oh, really? Is it not? Hold up. Yeah, it's a white woman. Nice. You think when blind people eat Airheads, every flavor is the mystery flavor? That makes sense at first, then you realize, well, just everything's the mystery flavor then. There's no Braille at Golden Corral. Everything tastes the same without the color visual cues. It does. It does. Whenever I use a public restroom, like I'll just look up at the vent while I'm taking a piss and wink at it, just in case there's like a hidden camera in there. So when they're watching it, they're like, "Oh fuck, he knows. How do you know?" It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. If anyone's wondering, that's why I'm in the Epstein files. That's type shit. Trump can't use that excuse. I already used it. Don't copy my shit. I like it. I do. A lot of people say we should defund the police, but honestly, I don't think that would work long term. I just think they would find a way to fund themselves, like CIA style. My favorite scenario of this happen is if they have to like start live streaming on Twitch 24/7 to bring in the ad revenue. Just because, could you imagine that live stream? They get in a shootout. It's just bang, 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 boom, officer down, requesting backup. Pumpkin Cheeks 526. Thanks for the subscribe. You see your uncle getting arrested, you can donate 500 strawberries to get him out. See your wife getting arrested, you can donate $500. Make sure that she gets put in solitary. She bites. She bites. She's a biter. I like it. I hear She a biter, sir? Type shit. That's what's up. What's all these ridges on the head of your penis? All I want for Christmas is your 2 front teeth. Say she bites your nipples?
No, she bites everything else.
Okay. No, you don't have to be embarrassed, man.
Oh, shit.
Do you like it? Okay, yeah. Better be quiet then if you wanted to keep happening. She's just like, please don't tell us how you like your dick sucked. She'll never do it again. You're never get your dick sucked again. Oh, you want me to bite you now, but you were laughing Monday night. That's fucked up. I hear a lot of comedians, they'll make jokes and they'll say, oh, if we deport all the illegals, who's going to pick the fruit? First off, that's racist. Second off, white children. We get white children to pick the fruit. Their little hands are perfect for not bruising the strawberries. And wouldn't everyone feel better if they were just driving by a field and they just saw a bunch of white children working? All of a sudden, all you hear is them singing their baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo. All right. Could you imagine just like a boss man up on a horse? All the white kids are sweating, working hard. They're like, how much longer we got to work, boss? Dude on the horse is like, I don't know, about 6, 7. Not so funny, is it now, Tyler? Tyler and your wife, they have something in common. They like biting. I'm sorry, he's looking at me like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. You're gonna be the call. All I did was touch you. You the one who said something.
Stop talking.
He's gonna be on the phone with his homeboy. I haven't got none in about 3-4 months. I'm never going back to Happy Bones Jones. And that guy's my brother?
I told you she likes leg.
What'd you take off your shoe, sir? Oh, she liked the nub. She liked the nub. That's why she bit it off? She bit your leg off, sir?
Just a tip.
Just a tip. Don't ever tell an amputee that. Just a tip. Okay, whatever. It's fucked up. Anyways, why did the chicken cross the road?
To pick up the rest of his leg.
Why don't you ask him yourself? She like giant rubber cocks as well, sir? No? Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Type shit. Knock knock. Orange. Aren't you glad I didn't pull out a rifle? Everyone's like, yeah. Thank God. It's fucked up. Thank y'all so much. I've been Joshua Cassidy.
Hell yeah!
Box Slayers Lounge, Happy Bones Jones.
So, Josh, I always enjoy seeing you. You get funnier and funnier every damn time I see you. How long you been doing comedy now?
Almost 2.5 years. Almost.
Nice. Okay. And you're not a serial killer?
I have a padlock on my deep freeze.
Okay, enough said. Type shit. I can't remember numbers anymore, right? So your bit about the jailhouse, like I used to be like, I'd have like a instant message that I could send to like 5 people that might get me out of jail. So that way I'd send that right before I knew I was going to go to jail, because I knew if I got to jail, I wouldn't know anybody's number. You think about
I call
this?
911 in case of emergencies.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good. That's good.
They pick up right away every time.
Hey, man, the cops are here trying to take me to jail. Why are you calling 911, sir? 6-7, I believe, might be a magic spell, bro. They got all these kids out here doing fucking ritual magic and shit. I don't know where that shit came from. Ty, tell the man about ritual magic.
I don't know anything about ritual.
Oh, I mean, tell him about himself, man. Tell
That's
him
where I
about
got the
himself.
chicken. I sacrificed it in the dark. I have everything to bring.
I'm concerned with
demons
how
back.
wide the chicken's mouth is.
Yeah, the
What that mouth
funniest thing is in the world is if you squeeze it and then you start fucking it, it goes. You know, not that I know or anything. Yeah.
Josh, I love the 6 months from now. That is a really well-written joke. And I saw you when you didn't have that, and it was like a funny, but that one makes the joke so much more powerful. Secondly, I don't know what Twitch is. Maybe I'm old. Like, so when you said that, I was like, I don't get that joke because I don't know what Twitch is. Like, I don't know if I'm... Like, does everybody here know what Twitch is? Like, by show of hands, if you know what Twitch is, raise your hand. Me and all the old people right here in the middle don't know, okay? But besides that, dude, great crowd work, dude. That was awesome. And you didn't really even have to say much. You let them say it, and it was fucking hilarious, dude. To be honest with you, Josh, this was a great fucking set, and I've seen you from like the very beginning, and just how comfortable you are, how much you're doing well-written jokes. You know what I mean? Instead of just talking, you got a setup and premise. I loved it, man. Good job.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much.
What you think, Doug, about old boy Josh?
Well, I'm digging the 1980s old school flasher look you got going on there.
It is cool.
Okay, yeah.
That's kind of funky. I'm digging that.
What did chicken do,
but
though?
aside from that, Jessica, what the fuck? You making Thanksgiving real fucking awkward. I'm just saying. It's going to be like, what we going to talk about this year? Like, somebody going to bite something. Jessica.
I was like, earmuffs.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Great job, dude. You're fucking hilarious. Thank you so much,
Hell
man.
yeah, y'all
Josh,
give it up for
hell
Josh
yeah.
Castile. He performs a lot in his area, so whenever you guys, if you're ever in the Rock Hill area or the Charlotte area, check around and see if he's performing. This next comedian is, he started here at the show, and I believe he's done it like 9 times, I think. Whoop, whoop. No?
It's about 12 at this point.
Okay, 12. Okay, well, hell yeah, we done graduated into double digits. So everybody, please put your hands together for my boy Will Ain't Right.
Let's go, Will.
So, when a mother drinks while pregnant, the baby has fetal alcohol syndrome. When a mother does crack while pregnant, she has a crack baby. When a mother does Tylenol while pregnant, you have me. I was having some self-reflection the other day, and I realized my brother got the looks, my sister got the brains, and I got the autism. You know, so the premise, as he said, is words not meaning what they used to anymore. So a couple of months ago, I had a moment of self-realization and came to think to myself, what came first, the chicken or the cock? Yeah, the chicken or the cock. So apparently, the chicken came first. Chicken came first. Then the cock came in the 1700s. It is a little slow burn. Just take a second. So, another one. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Anybody? Because 7, 8, 9. But now, it's 6, 7. Because nobody knows what it means anymore. It's just numbers. It's just numbers. Just numbers. But you know, when you're autistic, I discovered that you don't have intrusive thoughts. You have autistic thoughts. You'll be sitting there thinking for a second, then you come to realize, why have I never seen uncircumcised dildos? And you think about it. It's a complete untapped market. I'm going to start my own line of uncircumcised dildos. We're going to call it Skin It to Win It.
Yes.
Goes right in with a little extra skin. And you think to yourself, what's wrong with this dude? What's wrong with this dude? And then another you sit there, family's gathered for Christmas, lights start flickering. First thing that comes to your head is, what if I could punch a ghost? Like, do you ever have a dead grandmother or grandfather you wish you could just give it to?
Give what?
Let's sit on it for a minute.
Work on the wording of that.
Yeah. No, that's the joke. Doug, you're killing the joke. That's the joke.
Okay, sorry.
My bad.
And then the actual premise is, you ever wish you could just punch him in the face? Yeah, I threw you for a loop on that one, Doug, didn't I?
I did. Yeah, my bad.
Sorry.
You threw me.
So, I thought about it for a second. If a ghost can't cross salt, and when you sweat, you produce salt. If you go to a graveyard, to the grave of your grandfather that you hated really, 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 really much, you can punch him in the face, and he would feel it. He would. He would feel it because sweat's nothing but salt. Sweat's nothing but salt. So, there's a guy in my hometown named Ronnie. He was sitting on the corner one day, and he asked the man for a cigarette. Man gives him a cigarette, no problem. Then he asked the man for $1. He did. Asked the man for $1. Man looked at him, he was like, you can ask me for a cigarette. And then he got the balls to ask me for $1. Where's your money at? Oh, I got money. Where is it? I ain't got no money. I'm a fucking crackhead. He proceeds to ask Ronnie for a cigarette back. Ronnie gets up, runs across the street, standing over there, grown-ass man, nan-nana boo-boo. Nan-nana boo-boo. Another word that makes no sense to me, the definition changed over time, is raw dogging. For raw dogging, it means you just going in raw, unprotected sex. But now, it means you're untrained for some god-awful reason, like I just got raw dog getting off the plane. Or that cop just raw dogged me when he pulled me over. Another one. This one's more of a combination of words. It's called bussy. Yeah. So apparently some genius decided to combine the words butt and pussy to describe the area in between. We used to just call it taint. We used to just call it taint. But now they started calling it bussy, and it gave me the idea one day, I'm going to create a hot sauce. I'm going to call it Bombastic Bayou Bussy. Fill your mouth with that Cajun flavor from down under.
Yes.
I just realized I could turn that into a joke, but that's a real business opportunity. If anybody wants to fund it, please start a GoFundMe and we'll make hot sauce.
Lydia already did.
All right, let's see.
It was delicious.
Oh. You know what? I'm going to leave it at that.
Great job. Great
Hell
job.
yeah, everybody give it up for my boy. Will Ain't Right. Yeah, you know, first off, I want to thank you because you kind of like changed my life, and a lot of people don't know this. So when he first started coming here, I had this joke where I would be like, you know, I watched Love on the Spectrum, and at first I felt bad because I was like, these motherfuckers exploiting these motherfuckers. But then I saw their mom and dads being like, yeah, go ahead in front of the camera and be a dumbass. And then I was like, well, I guess I could watch it. You know what I'm saying? And so once it ended, I looked at Raven and I was like, I think I might be autistic. And she was like, "You think?" And I was like, "Damn, was I the only one that didn't know?" And so then I talked with you about it, and we all laughed about it, you know. And well, I made a joke at my doctor, and he was like, "Yeah, it's right here in your chart." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, it's on your medical record." I was like, "I did not know that. This is not. I don't know. You can't just put that on there and not tell me, you know." This thing needs to be disclosed to a motherfucker. The Tylenol joke, I believe, is going to have a date
It's
on
got
it.
a shelf.
Right. So I would find something else that your mom probably did, you know, to go.
She dropped me on my head.
Dropped on your head.
Oh my God.
Will, you are.
I can
you
believe
are
that
missing
because whenever
comedic gold. I'm sure.
because at the point where you're like, you know, does anybody in here have a great grandma or a great grandfather that you just wanted to give it to? And when you paused, I was like, I don't know if he meant for it to sound like that.
I don't think he did either.
So I did after last week when I realized it got a reaction. So I actually added that in there.
Okay, all right. Using your mistakes, that's good. So you got a punch a ghost fetish?
Yeah, man. Just
Why you want to
anything.
punch ghosts? I don't understand that.
Them dead motherfuckers just piss me off sometimes.
You trying to defy physics and shit with that shit. Okay, you remember earlier you was talking about you researched a little bit of something about the words and whatnot, what have you. Well, I researched something about the fox's lair, y'all, and I got a crazy story about the fox's lair. I don't know if Melinda knows this or Candace knows this story, but in 1875, the last legal duel happened right outside of Old Town Inn, and some dude named George killed some other dude and in the duel, and after that you couldn't duel anymore, but it happened right out front of the Old Town Inn. And this is the Old Town Inn. Now this is the Fox's Lair, and it's down here. Also, the neighborhood used to be called Pinch Gut. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that's funny to me. I just wanted to tell y'all that because I didn't tell you because I was like, I'm going to tell them and I'll tell you at the same time, so I just did. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Melinda, did you know that?
Yeah, but it was done on Sandbar Ferry Bridge.
Okay, well, see,
But it was done over,
I like that. I like my story better.
But it was done over a illegal woman, run at the legal end.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Yes.
it was
Yes.
to defend her honor.
Okay. Well, I still like my way better, but okay, appreciate it. I'm gonna be in line for your hot sauce. Okay. What'd you think, Ty?
Dude, I thought your skin it to win it, the dildo, that's hilarious. Like, that is funny. That is a joke that is going to be funny. Like, sometimes jokes have cultural and chronological limits, and I think that joke is going to be funny for 100 years from Georgia to California.
As long as men have dicks.
Yeah, right? The Cajun flavor, what is it? Bombastic, what?
Bombastic Bayou Bussy hot sauce.
All right, Bombastic Bayou Bussy hot sauce.
Got a little sweet to it.
And I'm not being funny. When you said the bussy word, I'll never forget. I was 8 years old when I heard my old black grandmother say the word badussy. And I was 8 years old, and I leaned into my aunt, and I said, "What's badussy means?" And my black aunt goes, "Booty, dick, and pussy." Like, so I thought that, like, it really reminded me of that. But I loved your set, dude, and that Cajun flavor from down under, Bombastic Bayou Bussy, like. That's so well written, dude. Like, you worked, like, people like to hear jokes where they're like, he worked on that shit. Like, you know what I mean? So that was great, dude. I wish you the best of luck with your comedy. I hope that you keep working at it, man, and keep writing jokes like that, dude.
Yeah, I think the hot sauce thing will evolve, too, with time.
It will, absolutely.
What you think, Doug?
Well, kicking ass, brother. Really kicking ass, I must say. But some of your stuff, because I've heard it now, some of your stuff's getting repetitive. So I like the way that you're sharpening your jokes, but don't forget to keep writing new shit. Keep it even if you're just throwing noodles at the wall, just keep getting new ideas out there so you can get plant for the future. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you don't want to just keep doing the same set when you get up there. You really want to grow and expand and keep writing. So please keep getting creative and keep doing more stuff, man. Great job.
Hey, that Tylenol joke might be one word. You don't know what that word is, but I would keep substituting there. That might be one word from a fucking killer. Just keep you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, just replace
that's great.
Tylenol. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all give it up for Will Ain't Right. Now, I've learned a lot about Will over the time that he's been coming to the show, and I'd like to say that we're friends, you know what I'm saying? Although I'm only friends with him because he's not the real police, you know what I'm saying? He's not the real police, he's just the fake police.
He's the fake police.
He's a CO at the prison or whatever. Prison police. You ain't the same. You can't pull me over. Get out of my face. No, but he's a good guy, and I'm glad that he keeps coming back and honing his skills here with us. I like to imagine the future where one of these guys break out and become really, really big, and then I'll be like, yo, you remember who helped you at first, right? Go.
Never see them again. It'll be fine.
Yep. So I heard that the baby, the human baby, evolved to look more like the father at birth, so that he didn't just kill that motherfucker. I'm serious. Back in the day, that's what they did. They just grab the baby by the leg and be like, bam, boom, bam, you ain't my fam. And then be like, make me a sandwich and clean it up, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know, it was horrible. The cops didn't come. The neighbor didn't come over and be like, what happened to that baby? It was crazy. Now, fast forward to 2025, I'm in the Pensacola Walmart in line, and two people in front of me. There's a grown man with a cloth diaper on, oversized baby shirt, a bonnet, and got an oversized binky in his mouth. He's talking like a baby. And I was like, ain't this some shit? Welcome to Florida, motherfucker. Okay. I get up to the cashier, and she goes, that's a grown-ass man that identifies as a baby. Can you believe that? And I looked her straight in the fluoride stare of her eyes, and I said, don't trip, bitch. I identify as a kitty cat, specifically a man coon. I like to walk by you real slow and put my booty hole in your face because it's a gift.
There's no way it makes that sound.
That's the gift. And then I want a treat, motherfucker. I just turned around and did the George Jefferson on that bitch, you know what I'm saying? I was out, right? I have different ways I communicate whenever I'm identifying as a man coon. And luckily Raven knows all of those languages. And whenever I'm feeling randy, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm mad, I'll be like, because I'm serial about that shit. And whenever I'm hungry, I'll be like, meow, 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 meow. Anybody else want to do comedy before I call the last fella up? Anybody else? Nope. All right, going once, going twice. Batos Locos forever. All right, this is one of our favorites at the show. He's closed the show several times. I always try to run into him whenever I'm going up around where he live at, Rock Hill area. His name is Mr. Cedric Trap Whitlock. Y'all put your hands together for my man.
What is up, Fox's Lair, man? Like he said, I've been here a few times. I love doing this spot. Yeah, man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the comedians that went on. You guys are, yeah, man, I like to see you doing good, man. I'm a veteran as well, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Nice.
20 years in the Army, right?
15, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
You know, I was married from that whole time. I'm going through a divorce. I seen somebody write on the internet today. It was a female. She was like, I miss the time when men went to war and died. You know what I mean? And I thought about it. I was like, damn, I made it back. I bet my ex madder than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Well, like I said, I was married for a long time, had a bunch of kids, you know what I mean? And I'm not disappointed. Like, I don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from that marriage, you know? Like, I even learned the secret to a long, happy marriage. Would y'all like to know what it is?
Hell yeah.
You do exactly what the woman did to get you to propose. You fake it. Listen, fellas, if they can fake orgasms, we can fake love, right? Did you come last night, baby? I love you too. Cause now, man, I'm very analytical. You know what I'm saying? I notice everything. You know what I mean? And so I developed some trust issues. Like one night, my old lady, she would make me feel like an Adonis in the bed. You know, calling for God, grabbing the sheets. You know what I mean? And 2 nights later, she'll sleep through the shit. I'm waking up just like, are you done yet? Nah, man. But like I said, I'm going through a divorce now. I'm learning a lot of things about the new dating scene. They say the dating scene has piss in it, right? Well, I describe it as a co-ed Royal Rumble. Y'all know what a Royal Rumble is? It's a 30-man wrestling match, every man for himself. Y'all know what co-ed means? That means bring the ladies along, right? So you got men in this corner getting pegged saying that they like it. You got women in this corner getting choke slam, calling it BDSM, saying that they like it. And you got the LGBTQ just running around the ring, confusing the shit out of everybody. How did Jim Ross used to say it? It's gonna be a slobber knocker. But no, man, but dating's fun. Like I said, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning how to be toxic. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Cause like when you married, you got you think cheaper to keep her. You know what I'm saying? She's nagging, not fucking, not sucking dick. You know what I'm saying? But you take it through. You fake it. You know? But I didn't know you could ghost a bitch. You know what I mean? Just disappear. Like, y'all remember Shredder from the Ninja Turtles? I be like, nigga, vanish. Get the fuck out of Dodge. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Dating and shit. I got snowed in with a little thick motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Fat booty, eating, smoking blunt. But that little motherfucker wanna fuck all day. I'm 42. I had to tell that girl I can't fuck all day. You might get one in the morning, one before I go to sleep, but I goddamn all goddamn day. Shit. Like I used to work out enough to fight and fuck, you know what I mean? Now it's just enough to fuck, you know what I'm saying? Getting old, goddamn. Can't see shit. Yeah, I still be wearing glasses, but I just call it Bill Goggins. I don't fuck somebody. Anybody got kids? Where y'all kids at?
Back there.
Oh, that's your baby back there? Which one your baby? Oh, you the one dropped that motherfucker on the head? That's why that nigga want to punch. That's why that nigga want to punch ghosts. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, I got kids, man. Kids are dope, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was married. We had 3 children together. And, like, as a father of daughters, you know, you have to, you know what I'm saying, think about different things like abortion and shit, you know what I mean? But you figured that your daughters would do what you did, you know what I'm saying? They're raised in a Christian household, you know what I'm saying? We don't kill babies, you know what I mean? No problem with if you do, you know what I'm saying? That's your business, you know what I'm saying? That's your business. But we didn't in our household, you know what I'm saying? So you would expect that your daughters will follow suit, you know what I mean? And that's a bridge we'll cross when we get there. But if I look at the baby daddy and I think to myself, this little motherfucker should have been aborted. Not only would I pay for the abortion, I'll chauffeur both of them to the fucking abortion clinic, you know what I mean? Get that, we don't need that in our family. Anyway, y'all don't like abortion jokes? I got one. But look, all right, so check it out though, right? So check it out though, like listen though, right? So like, do you think a baby born of a womb that's had an abortion is more prone to anxiety Identity crisis at the least. I apologize. All right, man. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I love y'all, man.
Yeah, everybody give it up for Cedric.
Great
Trap
job, Sid.
Hell yeah. First off, you spell slobberknocker with a K or no K? I don't know. Okay, it's a K. Okay, all right, get that right. That's a fun word to say. I like it. All right. You work out now just to fuck. I understand that because if somebody wanted to fight me, I'm 50 now. If somebody wanted to fight me, I just shoot them. I'm
calling the law. I ain't even shooting. I'm calling the motherfucker.
Hell no, you want to?
I'm calling 12. I do not want to have to deal with man.
You the first black dude I've never heard say they was calling.
Yeah,
the
I
police.
caught me off guard, man. I'm like, how you gonna call the cops and I wouldn't call the cops? I'm not calling.
Hey, and I'm gonna show up in court to testify.
Hell, I'm just gonna call the coroner.
I'm showing up.
Like, hey,
it was that motherfucker.
Go ahead and skip to the coroner. This motherfucker tried to get to me, and I had to shoot him. First off, you judging your baby girl's boyfriend like that is called black eugenics. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be Walt Disney of the black people. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to cut. It's like the Hodge twins.
I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Man, fuck that little motherfucker. Them little niggas is hard-headed, man.
Like, hold on.
Listen.
Pull your pants up, boy. Goddamn.
Goddamn.
Hell yeah. I loved it, man. I always love you. Man, crack me up all the time. What you think, Ty, about my boy Cedric?
Oh, I love Ced. I put Ced on a bunch of rooms, taking him with me on a bunch of shows.
He's on a show for me in June. We got some shit going on.
I love Ced. That slobberknocker wrestling joke is just hilarious. Like, no matter what. Like, I love that joke. Something you said at the end. What was your last? I had something on my mind. Y'all don't like it. That abortion. That's a funny premise. You got to work on it. But that is a funny because like they say the babies can hear like when they're in the womb, right? So imagine if the one was aborted and then like the new one hears that they're going to the doctor. It's like oh shit! Like you know, like they don't know what the appointment's for.
He hit that 4th month. He's like, shoo.
Yeah. Depending on what state you're in, you know what I mean?
Baby come out biting the needle like a motherfucker.
Yeah. That was great, dude. I loved it. It was great.
Man. Thanks.
What'd you think, Douglas, about our man Cedric?
Well, I went and took a piss. So I was upstairs for a bit of it. And I was in
shut the fuck up.
But man, it's hilarious. I'm so glad you come out and grace us with your presence, my man. Thank you so much.
I'm glad y'all have me, man. Thanks to Fox's Larry. Y'all got a dope show going on out here, man. Continue to do it. Thank y'all for it.
Hell yeah, y'all give it up for my man. Love you, brother. Hell yeah. I heard Bert Kreischer. I think it's a Bert Kreischer joke. I heard him say it. He was like, my favorite abortion joke. I couldn't never say it in public, but it's like, how does an abortion doctor decide to be a abortion doctor? It's like, I want to work with kids, but. That was so stupid. Hell yeah, I'm going to hand the room over to our closer this evening. This man is a very seasoned comedian, and he is hilarious. I'm excited for y'all to see him tonight. Everybody give it up for my man, Ty McClory.